Hi there YouTube, just back for another video and another CEX tour. Ooh, lucky people. This time we're going to CEX in Lakeside. I did a little bit of videoing in there. I should have done a little bit more, but I still feel kind of awkward in my videoing in store. I'll get better eventually. It's just not used to it, and no, it's a bit, don't know why I do this, but it's kind of like self-conscious of other people like looking at me while I'm videoing. So I kind of try and make it look like I take my phone. I don't take my camera. I take my phone and I try to make it look like I'm showing someone on FaceTime, just to try and make it look a little bit less obvious that I'm videoing. I don't know. It's just me. I'm sure I'll get a bit better eventually, but you know. But sorry, I'm just fiddling around with the camera, trying to get the Pocket 3, so I'm trying to get the gimbal thing set up so it tracks me. Is that it? I don't know. I think so. No, I don't want to change the exposure. What does that mean? Anyway, never mind. Enough fiddling around. I'm just going to be rambling on. So what's everyone's thoughts then on the situation with Sony and the physical disc situation? I think it's absolutely mental. I can't believe that they're actually talking about going completely digital. I never thought it would happen, personally. I thought to myself, well, there's always going to be call for people owning discs and physical media. I suppose that's just the way the world's going. I don't understand it personally, because I just like having something physical. I don't like the idea that a game could be just taken off the shop and taken out of your account and you paid for it. I just don't understand why, you know, with games like FIFA, so, you know, I usually get that digitally, because really, unless it's the last FIFA on the system, they don't usually hold the value, do they? You know, a couple of years time, suddenly your copy of FIFA's worth 50p, so it's kind of not really worth it. And not only that, it becomes, I mean, how many people actually go back and play like FIFA 18 on PS4, you know, when FIFA 20 is out or something like that? Nobody really sort of does that. They don't. Well, I don't. Maybe you're different, you know. I'm just rambling on. I don't really know what to say, to be honest with you, but yeah, this is the whole point of trying to be a bit more consistent and uploading videos. Yeah, it's all good, but yeah. What do people think about the PS3 situation, where the stores are closed? The online stores for the Vita and the PS3 are closing, which means that they'll just end up being the only way that you can buy the games is physically, because all the digital will be disappeared. So all the prices for the PS3 will start going up. Well, not all of them, but it's hard to predict, really, knowing what is going to be rising and which isn't. I was always interested in that game Folklore for the PS3. It's about £40, I think, in CEX. but it's out of stock everywhere now. It's very difficult to get hold of. So I'll have to have a look online and see if I can see it on eBay or something like that, or Vinted, because I like using Vinted as well. I don't know, but we'll get there eventually. But yeah, look out for the following video and talking about waffling on like I usually do. Okay, speak to you later. Bye. New journey, different shop. Like I said, there's a good old Switch section there, and again, what I like is Switch 2 separated from Switch 1. So much easier to try and find things. I look around in here, and there's quite a few titles that I'm interested in. 2 Point Hospital Jumbo Edition, that's quite interesting. Got all the DLC on that particular game. Not too bad, but price is quite high compared to the other 2 Point game that was there. Bit mad, really. I think I was like 22, and the other one, 2 Point Campus, is £6. It's weird. Anyway, this is 3DS. I do like 3DS. Like I said to you before in the other video, I was on the lookout for games like Zelda and Pokemon on there. You know, when I've got the money, I might pick them up and add them to the collection. I have got a Wii U. I do have a look in there. Say it catches me eye. I am a bit of a sucker for the Wii, actually. I do like the whole Wii remote and playing games like that. I used to love the bowling on Wii Sports. That was awesome. Right, on to the PS5 section here. Yeah, nothing really catching me eye going through it all. Yeah, Death Stranding. I love that game. Death Stranding 2. My dad got me that. That was cool. Yeah, that's definitely a game. I remember playing the first one back just before COVID happened. Like mental, like playing it in October, and then all of a sudden, like 5 months later, we're all in lockdown and can't go out or anything. Bit weird when you're playing a game which is almost apocalyptic, and then you're basically in an apocalyptic world yourself, like with everyone shut in their own houses. Oh, I'm looking at that one there. I'm waiting for their Black Friday deals when WWE 2K26 comes down. Sick of paying like higher price for it when it drops down to about £20 when it comes to Black Friday. This game I was interested in, Mad Tycoon Tower. I did pick that up actually in this video. Never heard of it before. It's just something I found was interesting. Going through the shelves here onto the PS4. Yeah, not quite. Nothing catching my eye. Apart from that game that I just talked about, and then on to PS3. Yeah, God of War Ascension there. Like £18. Does anyone know if that's any good? I might pick it up if it's any good. I do like the God of War games. And I was contemplating like picking up one of the cameras for the PS3. Only like £3. The reason being is that I don't know, just want to try it. I've got motion controllers, I just haven't got the camera, because I had the motion controllers for the PSVR 1. I was just interested in picking it up as an add-on to my current PS3. I do apologise, I don't really focus much on PlayStation 2, apart from SingStar and a few games from Rockstar. I'm not overly interested in PS2. I think it's a trophy bias, because I I do enjoy collecting the old trophies on PlayStation 3 and upwards, you know, PS Vita, PS4, PS5. So PS1 and PS2 kind of gets forgotten about, really. Not saying that there isn't plenty of good games on it, it's just doesn't chime with me much now. Then again, when I had a PS2, I was basically a sports title player anyway, and SingStar, so yeah. Look at that copy of PES 2021 on the PS4 now. It's got up like £58. Crazy, isn't it? Is that because that was the last PES title? If anyone knows, just drop a message. And also like and subscribe. Yeah, it's also an added fault. It's people's opinions on when you buy games sealed and you leave them sealed. I know it obviously has an effect on the price if they're sealed, but I've noticed a lot of CEXs, so I take something sealed into them, say it's a game that came with the console and you're not really interested. It's just a bit like Battlefield 2 that I had, or something that came with, I think it was like a PlayStation 4. And I took it to CEX sealed, and I was thinking to myself, I wonder if it would cost a little bit more because it's sealed and all brand new. And they said, oh, we need to open it to check it. Okay. Does it not have any more value by still being sealed? No, we have to check the disc and all that. But if it's sealed, why would you need to open the you know what I mean, the package? I don't know. I mean, it had an official Sony seal on it. It's not like it was just put in a bag and shrink wrapped or something like that. But yeah, no, I found that a bit weird. Yet recently you go in there and you see games like Rule of Rose is like 250 quid. Well, it was a lot higher than that until they found that pallet in Italy or something like that. Because the game was actually banned in the UK. So, yeah, that's why it started off at like £500 or something. But because that pallet was found, it all went down. But surely when the first copy of Rule of Rose was handed into him, if it was sealed, surely, unless it was just the CEX I visited that didn't know that you could take games in sealed. But yeah, I found that a bit weird. If there's any games that you're all thinking of picking up soon, you just put them in the comments, let me know below. And also, give you a smile. Give me a follow, please. I need to get my numbers up on my channel. Currently at 20 subscribers now. Someone else has recently subscribed to me. Woohoo! Let's try and get to 100 before the end of the year. That'd be cool. Nice big number. Well, everyone's got to start off somewhere, haven't they? But yeah, I was playing a game on the PlayStation 5 earlier on. You'll see in the live section of my channel gameplay for it. So it was Clover Pit on the PS5. It's only released yesterday at time of recording. So yeah, I completed it on mobile. You know, I done the DLC and the main game on mobile on iOS. Yeah, I do like it. So when I see it was coming out on PlayStation and Switch too, I was like, oh, okay, I'll pick that out on PlayStation, try and get another platinum. That's what I'm like. I do like to collect the old trophies and that, and I know how to play it now. It's kind of cheating, but yeah, you know, because it only started off on Android, iOS and Xbox, I believe, and PC. Yeah, so it didn't. I just wish it would come out as a physical, as I know I've got it digitally now, but I'd like to have a physical copy, because that would be one that I would keep sealed because I've got it digitally on the console. But just to have, because I think that would be a sought after game. I don't know if anyone's actually played it, but that's one of my favourite games. It's you basically you're in a simulation of you're in like a cell, and you got to earn coins to pay off your debt so you don't die on this fruit machine. And then behind you you've got charms, and you use these charms to increase your luck, synergy, use it to increase your what's it called, manifestation of symbols to come out. So for example, if you pick up the golden lemon, then whenever you score a golden lemon in the game, it increases the value of that symbol by its base value. So if its base value is 4, it will go up to 8, and then go up to 12 and 16, you know, the more lemons you get that are golden. And then you can then increase the multipliers via the charms or the telephone. It's really fun, I really enjoy it. It's a bit like, what's that other game? You know, some of the other roguelikes. I can't remember what the name of it was I played, but I enjoyed that as well, like Blacktrove, that sort of thing, where you've got to earn a certain amount of points to stay alive and move on to the next round. Yeah, it's an interesting little game, and it's something you can just pick up and play. Recently, other games that I enjoy playing are like I like open world games. That's my big thing. I know a lot of people have different opinions on open world games because, I don't know, sometimes companies like Ubisoft, for example, they put too much clutter into their maps. Then you have some things like some side quests that have nothing to do with the main story, so it can seem a bit tedious to try and get these things completed. A bit like some of the Assassin's Creed games, although I do really like the Assassin's Creed games. They are one of my favourite genres. You know, if they kept all their side quests immersed inside the story, I don't think people would have a problem with doing stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to add something else to the video and another topic for people to talk about. So yeah, don't forget, like and subscribe, and leave your comments below. I will reply to you, and it'll be interesting to see what people are talking about or want to talk about. And then we'll go from there. Okay, see you next time. Bye.